Hello and welcome and congratulations on making one of the best decisions you will ever make, and that is to follow our 21-day gut microbiome reset program. So just a little bit of a recap about what the program's all about. So this program is designed to change the landscape of your bacteria in your gut. That is to increase the positive bacteria and reduce the negative, to gain all of the health benefits that come along with that. It's also designed to detox your body at a cellular level and to start repairing any gaps in your digestive tract, in the single cell lining of your digestive tract, to help start healing leaky gut. So hopefully you're in the right place. If that's not what you signed up for, then you you need to have a chat with someone. So let's get started. I want to talk to you a little bit about the program structure and about some of the do's and don'ts. And you will have received with your program a card that looks like this, and it's got two sides to it. So you want to give that a good read. And I'm mostly going to be focusing on this side of the card. So just to start off with. So first of all, what I want to cover is the list of foods and why the list of foods is as it is. So you will see from the card, if you read it, that you are going to be basically cooking food from scratch. You're going to be getting back to the raw ingredients and cooking food yourself rather than buying processed foods or ready-made foods. So we are cutting out of your diet caffeine, alcohol, processed foods. That's anything that needs to go in a microwave to be warmed up, anything that needs to be just put in the oven to heat up, anything that you put hot water onto. That's all going for the next 21 days. Starchy vegetables, so that's things like potatoes, sweet potatoes, green peas, sweet corn, turnip, parsnip. All starchy grains, so anything in the family of oats, wheat, rice, couscous, bulgur wheat, anything like that. Rye, spelt, anything like that. All those grains are going. So no bread, no pasta, no rice, no oats, anything along those lines. And then the other things that will be going are any form of sugar. So that's whether it's sugar out of a bag of sugar or whether it's honey or coconut agave or anything along those lines. Sugar is sugar. And milk. So let me explain to you the reason why those things are being cut out of your diet so that you can understand what it is that you're doing. So the caffeine and alcohol, the reason they're being cut out is because they don't add anything nutritionally to the body, and also they can cause more problems in the body than we want to have during this next 21 days. We're cutting out processed foods because they have no nutritional value for us whatsoever. We're cutting out the grains and the starchy vegetables because all of those foods convert to sugar when you eat them, and sugar feed, guess what? Yes, your negative bacteria. So we're cutting those foods out as well, just for the 21 days. Now that's not to say that carbohydrates are bad. That's not what we're saying at all. But what we want to do is to provide all the nutrition in the body that are going to feed the positive bacteria so you can get the biggest transformation possible in your microbiome. And so that's why we're cutting out the foods that feed the negative bacteria. So that's the kind of the intention of the program. That's the foods list, and that's why you're eating what you're eating. So if it's not on the foods list, you're not eating it. So the one exception to that rule is avocado, which isn't on the foods list. And if you are wanting to lose weight as part of this program, if weight loss is a goal of yours, or weight reduction, or weight, whatever you want to call it, then you can have avocado, but you just want to go lightly on it. If you're somebody that doesn't want to lose any weight at all, then you want to be definitely adding avocado into your diet and making sure that you're getting plenty of oily fish and nuts and seeds, and making use of the olive oil as well to make sure you're getting the calories so you don't lose the weight. Water, you need to be drinking plenty of fresh water. So this is just fresh water, straight from your filter jug or from the tap, whatever it is that you're doing. Filtered water would be better. That's obviously tea and coffee are gone, although there is rooibos tea and herbal tea, which is allowed on the programme. But you really want to be focusing on water. So we want to get you really hydrated because it's so important for all the functions in the body. and also all of that water is going to help with the detox process as well. So really, really important that you're drinking lots and lots of water. Now, at some point during the program, especially if you've been prone to it in the past, there may well be a time when you experience some constipation. Now, it's really important the bowels keep moving. So you will have received as well a document that tells you what to do if you get constipated. But if you feel like you need to reach out to your mentor and have a chat, then please do that. That's not a problem at all. And obviously you're inside the WhatsApp support group as well, so you will be able to reach out there also. But there is a full document on what to do if you get constipated, because we need to make sure the bowels keep moving. So hydration is a key part of that, as is one of the products that you're taking called Body Prime. That will be a key part of making sure that your bowels keep moving. So what are you going to be doing for the next 21 days? Well, we're broken down into 3 sections. The first section, days 1 to 5, is entirely up to you. You can either start to reduce down the foods that you need to cut out in that first 5 days. So for example, if you're somebody that drinks 4 or 5 cups of coffee a day, then you might want to use that first 5 days to start reducing down the number of cups of coffee you're drinking, because if you go from 5 cups to 0 cups in one day, you're going to have a mother of a headache. The same goes for things like sugar and bread and pasta. So you want to use that first 5 days to reduce down, or if you're feeling die hard, you just go in on day 1 and say, I'm going to start eating from the foods list straight away from day 1. Now, the card tells you in the first 5 days that what you're going to do is take 2 of the Body Prime capsules, our unique magnesium formulation, with your evening meal. I'm going to amend that slightly, and I'm going to ask you to take 1 of the Biome Active capsules at the same time. So 2 Body Prime and 1 Biome Actives. So if you want to pause this video and just make a little note on your card that you're going to add in a Biome Actives as well in the first 5 days. We've just found that really does help people once they get onto day 6. So that's the first 5 days. Now, when you get to day 6, you will be eating entirely from the foods list. So no more sneaky anythings, entirely from the foods list. And that's going to be for the remainder of the 21-day program. So that's for the next 16 days. You're going to be eating entirely from the foods list if you haven't already been doing that. So from day 6, you're going to follow the plan. But I'm going to make a small adjustment to the card. So I recommend that rather than taking the Pro-Arginine with lunch and with dinner, that you actually take the Pro-Arginine very first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, because it can massively help with energy levels. And then very last thing at night before you go to sleep. Now, if you forget and you follow the plan and you take it at lunch and at dinner, at breakfast and at dinner, I think it's lunch and dinner, sorry, then that's absolutely fine. You carry on doing that, it's not a problem. But if you find that your energy levels are a bit low in the morning, taking a sachet first thing in the morning can be really, really beneficial. And we found it to be really beneficial at night as well. Although for a very small percentage of the population, taking it at night really does energise and affect sleep. So if that's the case, then you take that second Pro-Arginine earlier on in the day, as stated on the card. So that's days 6 to 12. So you're going to be eating from the foods list and following the card and taking the products exactly as laid out. Then from day 13 onwards, somewhere around about day 13, day 14, you're going to run out of the Biome Shake. Now there are 15 servings in there of the Biome Shake, and that's the one you're having for breakfast and for lunch on days 6 to 12. But if you, depending on how precise you are with your scoop, you might have a lunchtime left on day 13 as well. You'll definitely have a breakfast. So once that shake's finished, you're going to go back to eating foods from the foods list for the remainder of the program, and you're going to continue with all the other products in exactly the same amounts at exactly the same times a day. And then after day 21, around about day 22, day 23, you're going to have a conversation with either me if I'm your mentor, or with somebody else in the team who is your mentor. Now, I would ask you not to make any changes or reintroduce any foods back into your diet until you have spoken to your mentor. That's really important, because we want to set you up. This is a lifestyle change where We're basically laying a foundation for you to move forwards. And what we don't want you to do is get to the end of day 21 and then go back to what you were doing before. So we'll talk you through exactly what to do after the 21-day program. Now, as I said earlier, there is a cellular detox that goes along with this program. Your body's going to start changing and healing and repairing. So there are going to be some detox symptoms. Headaches are very common. You might get some achy legs, you might get some more joint pain, you might get old injuries revisiting you, you might get flu-like symptoms. Generally what I say to people is, unless you're having a pain in the left-hand side of your chest that's radiating down your arm, or you're spurting blood from somewhere, it's probably a detox symptom. If you're unsure and you're a bit concerned, then please reach out in the WhatsApp group or reach out directly to your mentor. We will happily let you know that we've most probably heard of that detox symptom before, so nothing to worry about. I've had all kinds of weird and wacky stuff go on, and there's great stuff on the other side of it. So you're ready to get started. You've watched the video now. You should read the card through. In the email that you've got, there should be a link to the document on what to do if you get constipated, and then there's also another link that you want to click on when you start. So on day one, the morning of day one, click on that link, and then that will set up an email process, so you'll get information throughout the 21 days to make sure that you stay on track. So I'm really looking forward to hearing how you get on, and so happy that you've made this decision, because a healthy gut equals so much health and well-being that you'll be surprised that you never knew about this, and that it was possible to feel so well. So look forward to seeing you on the other side.